As part of the 1916 commemorations, this year's Post Rás returned to its traditional opening in Dublin. The castle was the venue for the ceremonial start, where the grand surroundings were blessed with equally grand, if somewhat unusual, sunny conditions. First stage jitters, a frenetic pace and some savage spring showers combined to produce a number of crashes, but Dutchman Taco van der Hoorn rode clear of all the difficulties to take the opening stage into Multifarnham. But it was on stage 2 that the race really kicked off from an Irish perspective. A powerful two-man break of UCD's Owen Morton and Louth Assaya's Brian McChrystal went for broke, an ambitious 100 kilometres from the finish. As the peloton chased dithered, they got into a cooperative rhythm and, just about, made it to the finish in Charleville in front. Morton won the drag race with the help of the hill into town and became the first Irish amateur to win a stage of the Ross since the late Paul Helian in 2009.
Dreamland. I cannot believe that. Stage in the Ross for a lad who has a job. You can't say anything else. And myself and Brian, I have to say, hats off to Brian, he's unbelievable. A pair of us just said we'd ride it as honest as we possibly could, and we took it to the line. Brian tried to attack with about 10k to go, and I said, look, we need to go the whole way to the line, otherwise they're going to catch us. I'm so happy.
And you're still in the mountains jersey, obviously.
Yeah. That's what I was going for today. I just wanted to get out of the bunch and pick up more points for that, because, wearing a jersey in the Ross is unbelievable, but taking the stage, wow. Simply wow.
The splendour of the Kerry Mountains was to be the Ross arena for the next couple of days, with the Category 1 Connor Pass representing the first major climb of the week. The elite riders came to the fore, most notably previous winner Clemens Fankhauser and Pedal Heaven's James Gullen. They were in the front group over the KOM. Gullen was rewarded for an aggressive attacking day with the stage win in Dingle, but Fankhauser took the yellow jersey, despite being in pain from an earlier fall. Everyone knew from past experience it would be hard to get it off him again. There were more hills on stage 4, but it was a non-climber who took the most mountain points. Brian McChrystal yet again getting in a significant break and working hard up Ballahisheen and Kumakista in professional climber company. In one of the most stunning stages of the race and in perfect conditions, the Post Rás resembled the Tour de France as they motored down to Sneem. Nikolai Brockner took the stage honours, but McChrystal continued the Irish success in the 2016 edition by earning the Mountains jersey. Not bad for a big lad.
Oh, it's special. Yeah, it's great. It's something I'll remember. I just missed out on day 2 getting a jersey. I got the stage winner jersey by default, but this one I've earned myself.
As the great white hope of Irish cycling, Eddie Dunbar was under more scrutiny than most in this year's Ross, and especially on the stages that travel through Cork, his home county. He attacked at every opportunity throughout the week, but given that he was always within 20 seconds of the race lead, was never allowed to get too far without the Team Tyrrell train riding up to reel him in. Clonakilty has become a Ross favourite as a stage finish, and this year they laid on an extra loop around the town to take in McCurtain Hill. A select break group of 10, including 6 Irish riders, were first to arrive, and hopes were high for another stage win after Owen Morton's success on stage 2. He was in there again, but Wouter Maul had the power required to deny them all. But with Morton in the top 3 on the stage and Ian Richardson as the best placed county rider, it had already been an epic Ross for UCD.
I kept myself fresh all day, didn't really make any attacks, just went after McChrystal a couple of times to make sure he wasn't getting away. And once I got to this climb, I had fresh legs and I was able to keep it to leaders all the way over the top.
We always wonder every year if the county teams can still match the pro teams. So what's the secret? You're certainly doing that and more this year.
Plenty of hours on a bike.
Yeah, and a professional trainer.
Yeah, with the same coach, the pair of us. Nico's he's a good coach. He keeps us on the straight and narrow. And if we try and deviate it, we're punished. So no, he's over the moon. The whole team's over the moon. So yeah, we're happy.
It had been a long time since Irish cycling had it so good in their home race. As they gathered at the start of stage 6, Damien Shaw was third on GC and just 2 seconds off the race lead. There was the stage win a few days before, and Irishmen in every significant break of the race. The stage was set for Dunbar to add to the success, and he set about the task with relish, powered by his very vocal supporters who took up every possible vantage point along the route. He couldn't stay clear on this occasion though. His small break group were enveloped by the marauding pack outside Dungarvan, and the stage would end in a big bunch sprint. And Post Chain Reaction were trying to deliver Aaron Gate. He had a lot of work to do inside the final 100 metres, but after narrowly missing out twice already this week, he wasn't to be denied again. He got around Nikolai Brockner and timed the lunge to perfection.
Yeah, it's the third, a second, and now finally the first. So it's I'm over the moon, and the team just did such an awesome job today, and can't thank them enough for getting me up there for the win.
The main focus of Stage 7 was Mount Leinster, a brutal Category 1 climb that would decide the stage and, more than likely, the overall race as well. Leader Clemens Fankhauser certainly thought so. He looked uncharacteristically pensive at the start in Dungarvan. When it came to the big test, however, he was up to it. He was isolated from his team up the mountain, but hung in with Eddie Dunbar and 3 Australians in a very select group that rode away from the peloton with every grinding pedal turn. Spectacular scenery and spectacular weather on this stage too, and sights at the summit again reminiscent of a Grand Tour. There was enough firepower in that group to stay clear, so Baltinglass would see them fight it out for the stage win. And at last, Eddie Dunbar, the pocket rocket, had enough charge to bag a second Irish stage win of this year's event.
I had goosebumps yesterday going through some of the towns, some of my hometowns, and it was just, it was unbelievable the support I have, and it's just, I suppose all I'm going to do is just thank them for the support, because it does spur me on a lot, and I'm just happy that I can give the Irish people something to shout about.
Dunbar may have won that battle, but Fankhauser was still winning the war. His relaxed demeanour belied the vice-like grip he had on the yellow jersey for the second year. Barring a disaster on the way into Skerries, he would once again win the Post Rás. There was yet another day of blistering sunshine for the 8th and final stage, and the usual blistering pace. The Rás never allows itself a procession day, and the bumper crowd waiting in Skerries has come to expect a frantic finish. A 6-man break was first through the main street as they began 3 loops of the town and surrounding coastline. They were giving it everything to stay clear, but the peloton were closing fast, with Jack Wilson setting the pace for Post Chain Reaction. The break eventually succumbed inside the final loop. After a great setup by his Rival platform team in the bunch sprint, Nikolai Brockner had the legs to hold off Taco van der Hoorn and the Post Chain Reaction duo to claim his second win of the week.
The crowds are they're so big here now, and the support for this race is super amazing. So it's nice. Yeah, it means a lot to me.
The almost unflappable Clemens Fankhauser finished safely in the bunch to reclaim his Rás title. After a frantic past few days, the champion's dominant emotion was relief.
Today there were just 3 guys within a minute behind me, so it was a bit easier. The last days were horrible. I thought that I'm not going to survive this race, but I'm happy I'm here and that I still have the jersey.
So Fankhauser top again, a 3rd title in a row for the Tyrrell team. What a race for the young Australians. Taking 2nd and 3rd as a team of under 23s is some achievement. Eddie Dunbar gave the Irish fans something to shout about all week, and there was a top 5 finish for national champion Damien Shaw as well. The leading county rider for the 2nd year in a row was UCD's Ian Richardson, and with Owen Morton's win in Stage 2, this was an amazing week for them.
Most county teams come here and they'd be delighted to get in breakaways, but our ambition has really stepped up a lot. And today, the 5 of us were riding in the lineouts, and we had a lot of credit from the pros, and we were almost being treated like a full professional team all day. It was incredible. The guys were really good.
The points jersey went home with Aaron Gate of Post Chain Reaction again, and Nicodemus Holler of Stradley Bike Aid was king of the mountains. The Rás organisers were big winners as well. Race director Tony Campbell and his team delivered another superb 8 days of racing. Wonderful images and a wonderful week. Let's hope for more of the same next year. Bye for now.